Hello and welcome to a new part of this tutorial series. Today we will start programming the list, and so we left off the last time with the day selector, which is now finished. And so first of all we will create a new SwiftUI file. We will call that the CalendarView. And inside here we will just put a placeholder, and we will start off by creating a new struct called calendar date, which is of type identifiable, so that we can use it in a SwiftUI list. And of course we have to have an ID which is of type int, and we also save the left time and the right time both as a string, and left time and right time basically just this string and this string. So now we have that. We will carry on with our option view. The option view basically is this view, and so we will create a new struct called option view of type view with a body of type some view. And so now what we have to do is save if it is left, so is left as a bool, and the date of course, which is of type calendar date. And then we can create a computed property that looks if it is left, and if it is left we want to have the date.left text, left time of course. So I need to put a question mark right here, and then I can put this right here, date.right time. Now inside here what we will do is we will create an vstack, and inside this vstack we will first of all put our text, and we will style it with a frame that has a min width of 0 and a ideal width of infinity, and the rest of this does not matter to us. Then we will add a font. We will use the system font of size 28 with the weight bold, and of course the rounded design. Then next we will add a foreground color, and in this case we will use navigation color. And last but not least we add some padding on the bottom, about 16 points. So next we have a text right below that says $50, so we will put that right here, and we will call it so we will use again a system font of size 14. It is bold and it is rounded. So next we will add again foreground color of navigation color. We will add a padding to the bottom for about 4 points. Then next we will add another text, and this is the per person text, which is here, and here we will say we want to have as a font again system font size 14, and here we use the medium text weight, and of course the rounded design. Next, we will add the foreground color again of not navigation color this time. This time we use gray. And last, we will add some padding to the bottom again, and about 8 points. So now we have all of that. We will add some styles to the VStack. We will use again min width of 0, can delete that, and max width of infinity, and the rest again doesn't matter to us. Then we will add some padding to the vertical sides, about 42. We will also add the background of color.white, and last we will add a border which should be color.gray.opacity 0.3, and the width is 0.5. So now we should see something if we put our option view right here in the preview. We say is left true and calendar date 0, 1, 2, let's say 12 o'clock and 12:30. And if we now resume our preview, we should see our view. And yeah, so here you can see it, of course. It looks so it's so wide because it uses the full width, and we can change that by creating an H-stack inside here, and putting in here we can say false. And yeah, so actually I have made an error right here that should be max width and not ideal width. And yeah, then we can see it uses the full width. And yeah, so what we have to do right now is to create the calendar view. So I will change that back to calendar view. And yeah, so inside here, before that, we will add a struct or an array better with some dates. And yeah, we will start off with the ID 0, and we will start off with 12:00 and 12:30. And I forgot that. So I will copy that a few times. Then it's very important that you change the ID every time and increase it by 1. Yeah, so now we have our array, and what we will do right here is we will add a scroll view, and we want this to be vertical. Shows indicators should be not true, it should be false. And our content goes inside here. We will use a for each loop, and in this for each loop we can use our dates. And here we say date in. And yeah, so now we will create an H-stack. In this H-stack, we create an option view which is left. The first is left, so we can say true to that, and we will use the date. Then we will create another option view, and of course this now is not left, but it uses the same date. And after that we can say frame dot frame, of course. Yeah. Yeah, so min with 0, ideal with nothing, max with infinity, and the rest can be deleted. Then we will add a background color of color.gray.opacity 0.3. So this background color actually is what you see right here, so that is the background. And yeah, so what we will also have to add is a padding on the bottom of -8. We will also have to add spacing right here of 0. So as you saw before, there was some space between these two, and we do not want that, so we will add a spacing of 0. And yeah, so now you can see it looks like that right now. And yeah, so that's basically it for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next video.